came out on top. So as Japan are introduced to the crowd, I'll tell you, they had a scare in the semi-final yesterday. They eventually beat Chinese Taipei by 7. Japan actually took a 14-point lead early on, but a fabulous fight back by Chinese Taipei, who led by 6 at one stage, led by 3 after 3 periods. But the infinitely more experienced Japanese team came out on top. And we've just been introduced to number 10, that is Ramu Takashiki, one hell of a player. Plays for Seattle Storm in the WNBA. I'll tell you, I was looking at the warm-up between these two teams, and I swear she very nearly dunked it. 6'3", and boy, can she get off the floor. And here's Coach Tomohide Utsumi and his assistant Iki Umezaki. And now China being introduced to the crowd. China ran riot against Korea in their semi-final, going ahead by as many as 25, eventually winning 60-45 despite a late scare in the 4th when the game was really won. A mini fight back from Korea couldn't prevent China from taking their place in this final. So to remind you that the winners of this final will take their place at next year's Olympic Games in Rio, and the losers will play next year's Olympic qualifying tournament, as indeed will Korea, who earlier on today beat Chinese Taipei for the bronze medal. So as ever, we will stand in respect of the national anthems of both Japan and China. So that the national anthem of Japan, and now for the national anthem of the home side, China. So China, a proud basketballing nation. It's the 2015 FIBA Women's Championships here, FIBA Asia Women's Championships, and don't forget, in a couple of weeks' time, you can see the FIBA Asia Men's Championships again from China. In that semi-final yesterday, China ran riot against Korea, and it just seems as though it was going to be a really high-scoring game. Amazingly, their top scorer was the number 15, Hong Pin Huang. I don't say amazingly she was the top scorer. What I'm saying is, amazingly, she only got 10 points. And the points have been spread out very, very evenly indeed. Coach Tom Ma of China now in his second stint with China. having previously coached New Zealand and Great Britain at the Olympic Games. I asked him why he chose to come back to China, and he said, well, basically, he just couldn't refuse. He said it's so professional here in China, women's basketball, as we look at the lineup. It's so professional. He said that there are arenas just like Wuhan Arena all over China. Every big city has one, and as a professional coach, it's just a dream job for him. However, remember, as we look at the starting five for China, Mengren Sun, number 13, she stands at 6'5", but I tell you, a lot of Coach Ma's big players can shoot threes, and why not? One thing I would say about Japan is that their starting five is very, very strong indeed. But if Coach Tsumi has to go to his bench, then apart from one or two players, then they are less than experienced. That's a very, very strong starting five indeed. Look out for Asami Yoshida. She's a dream, absolute dream of a point guard. A pass-first point guard, but she can shoot as well. She runs the play, and the play between her and Takashiki and the other three starters as well, almost telepathy on display. But China, they're a lot bigger than Japan all round. If their bigs, coached by Tom Ma, start shooting threes, then Japan will have real problems. Apart from the games against Thailand and India, Japan have had all close games. They started off with a really close game against Korea, 59-53. They won that one. Then they won that one-pointer against China, and it was no runaway against Chinese Taipei either. They went down early on, and then in the semi-final yesterday, same thing against Chinese Taipei. So I suppose you could say the advantage is with Japan if this game is going to be close. Well, last few words from Coach Ma. Got a brief glimpse there at the back of the huddle from one of the assistant coaches of China, Michelle Timms, the legendary Australian. There she is, the blonde hair at the back of the huddle there. And two other assistant coaches, Yan Li Min and Zhang Wei. But both teams so disciplined. I mentioned Hong Pin Huang of China. Also, just look out for the number 7, Xiao Ting, the left-handed 25-year-old, 6'1", but absolutely fearless. There she is at the back of that huddle with the number 7 on. It's going to be a great battle between Japan's starting guard Asami Yoshida and number 5 for China, Chen Xiaojia. Not seen Yoshida shoot too much. She's not had to for Japan in this tournament as yet, but I know she can shoot. But so too can Chen Xiaojia. Always seems to bury a three when they need one. Big bruise there on the arm of Xiao Ting. Evidence of the fact she's not frightened to go inside, I tell you. So here we go. The 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championship Final. China against Japan. A mouth-watering prospect indeed. It is remiss of me not to mention our three officials tonight. As lead official, we have Chanel Benteke from India, Sok-Hoon Lim from Malaysia, and Alexei Stepanenko from Kazakhstan. Here we go. It is China in red, Japan in white. The final of the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championships. And Japan win the opening tip. Yoshida to Yamamoto, into Takashiki. Takashiki steps through and hits the side of the glass. 10 is Lu Wen. Hong Pin Huang back to Wen. What did I say about that lady going inside? Xiao Ting, a wry smile on the face there of Ramo Takashiki. I was talking to some of the Japanese officials earlier on, and I did say if Takashiki gets in early foul trouble, Japan will have real problems. Now shouting, this is the first. Look at that bruise on her arm. That wasn't there yesterday. 1 from 2, China on the scoreboard. Yoshida. Great understanding between her and Takashiki. Look at the job that is being done on Takashiki. That's a held ball, and that is China possession. Well, who's that with a finger in her eye? I think it's Lu Wen. She came in late. No, it's Xiao Ting. She's now got to show just how tough she is. That's no problem. Yeah, Xiao Ting's coming out. Just have a look at that. I think she got a finger in the eye. Oh. It's got one somewhere on the face anyway. And in for the first time is number 8, that's Yu Hang Fan. Oh, good hands, but good recovery. Mengren Sun into the corner for the ladies just come on court. That's how to introduce yourself, coming off the bench for Yu Hang Fan. Yoshida on the turnaround. It's 2 for Japan, and that's Yuka Mamiya. Chen Xiaojia. Lu Wen into Hongpin Huang on the turnaround for 2. Well, a rare occurrence today. Hongpin Huang didn't score China's first points. She's done that almost every game. But now she's on the scoreboard to give China a 5-2 lead. Here's Yoshida to Motokawa. Yoshida. Back to Motokawa. Motokawa, the lefty. It missed. And the rebound, Mengren Sun. Chen Xiaojia. Nervous start here for Japan. Not for the first time here in Wuhan. And can she shoot 3? She certainly can, but there's the air ball and the rebound! And a good save. Hongpin Huang, U14 for China. Chen Xiaojia. For another air ball. Well, you might say a nervous start for both teams. There's Yoshida. Interesting to see who picks up Takashiki. It's Hongpin Huang at the moment, number 15. Yoshida inside, and Mamiya couldn't hang on to it. A lovely pass there from Yoshida. A low bouncing pass, and she, well, should have caught it. Chen Xiaojia to Lu Wen. Well, the turnover and the outlet pass from Takashiki. Motokawa to Takashiki. Mamiya for no points. And the rebound is by Takashiki. Yamamoto, nothing. And good boxing out from Mengren Sun. Well, it's hardly surprising Japan have made a slow start. They've done so quite a few times already. And a block from Takashiki. Get out of here. 4 on the shot clock. There it is. So what? And the shot clock buzzer went. And the rebound, Mamiya. And the outlet pass finds Yoshida, who slings it down the floor. And Motokawa inside for 2. That's a terrific fast break from Japan. Yoshida not afraid to throw that ball the length of the floor. Okay, it was 3/4 of the length there. Hong Pin Huang inside for no points. The rebound is Yamamoto. Yamamoto into Mamiya. Mamiya defended by Chen Xiaojia. And on the turnaround there, not the best option possibly for Mamiya. Xiaojia, Chen Xiaojia finds Mengren Sun. 4-3, what did I say about the big kids shooting threes for China? 6'5". And she takes China into a 4-point lead. Motokawa, Mamiya, no pick offered. Yoshida yet to take a shot. Look at the mismatch there. Yoshida against Hong Pin Huang. Yamamoto for no points. And well, the crowd wanted Tokashiki to register a foul there, and that came off the hands of Mengren Sun. Good transition defense from Japan. Xiaoting back in for China, and in for the first time tonight is Zhao Song, number 12. China's bench is so strong. Mamiya to Motokawa for 3. Well, she was left wide open. Motokawa there. 5'9". Xiaojia. But no points, and the rebound for Yoshida. And Yoshida inside for the finger roll to give Japan the lead. That's her first shot. That's exactly what she did in the group stage in the last couple of seconds. No backdoor there. Mengren Sun into Xiaoting, who regains the lead for China. Good sequence of passing there from China. Takashiki to Motokawa. Yoshida into the corner. Mamiya sets a pick for Yoshida. Takashiki from the corner, 4-3. It's given us a 2 actually. So the lead changes hands again. Her first 2 points of the night. I have no doubt it won't be the last. Good defense, Tashida. Well, left wide open. And the rebound. And Mamiya kept the rebound alive. Mengren Sun to Xiaoting. Xiaoting defended by Motokawa. There she goes inside, but gets stripped by Motokawa. And the left-handed Motokawa shoots with the right hand and makes a 7th point for a 3-point lead for Japan. Xiaoting guilty there of not protecting the ball on the dribble. Good defense, Motokawa. This is terrific defense from Japan. And the cutting player is Yamamoto for the layup. It's a 5-point lead for Japan. What a turnaround suddenly. And it's all been down to good hands from Japan. Chen Xiaojia to Xiaoting. Mengren Sun this side inside the arc. And the rebound is Mamiya. Here you go, Japan again on the break. Oh, what a pass, what a trail, what a 2! An absolutely sumptuous 2 from Japan. What a pass from Yoshida. Oh, even Tom Ma has to admire that. A scintillating break from Japan. What have China got in response? Xiaojia inside, going nowhere. But it is their ball with 6 on the shot clock. And substitutions, China 3 for 3. Well, look out on the highlights, because that fast break just simply has to be the highlight of the game so far from Japan. who now lead by 7 with 103 seconds remaining in the first period. Well, there's the buzzer. And Yoshida is prepared to grapple and get the ball. Here goes Motokawa again. Motokawa, the hesitation to the trailing player. Yoshida misses. A lot of contact in there, nothing called. Here's Yang Leiwei. No way through. Motokawa. And the foul, I think that's Yamamoto. Only the second foul of the game. Yeah, foul over the back. And it is shouting on the foul line. Lu went back in, number 10 for China, replacing Yuan Fan. 1 from 2 so far for shouting. And she misses the first again. No sign of that facial injury that she had to leave the floor for a few moments ago. This time, the second is good as well. Japan's lead cut to 6. And on court for the first time for Japan is Rui Machida, number 7, giving Yoshida a bit of a break. Takashiki inside, she's too strong this time. MVP and top scorer 2 years ago, Takashiki. Hongpin Huang inside. And good boxing out from Yuka Mamiya. And look how quickly Japan get the ball down the floor. And the 2 and 1. Yamamoto is fouled again. 10 points the lead now for Japan with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Timeout China, who trail 11-21. Well, Tom Ma of China has just called timeout. He had to really. His team are trailing by 10. He could have waited until the first period was over, but it all went horribly wrong in the last 3 minutes of this first period. And he's had to call timeout. And what's more, when the timeout is over, Japan will have a bonus to come. Crowd gone very, very quiet here in Wuhan. Motokawa there, 7 points leading scorer in the game. Yamamoto on the end of the fast break. 3 times she's been there. And one of those fast breaks was just sumptuous. Run out of superlatives to describe it. That has to be in the highlights. But it's not done yet. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Japan lead by 10. Yamamoto hoping to complete the 3-point play. In and out. And Japan have possession. Endline ball Japan. This is Makida. Yamamoto, back to Makida. Into Takashiki on the turnaround. That's in. That's a wonderful pass and the fadeaway shot from Takashiki for a 6 point. It's a 12-point lead now. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Neither team in the penalty yet. And Takashiki the rebound. And she finds a teammate. 2 seconds. Got to get the shot up. Yamamoto! Now the referee. They've given the 3. They don't even bother to consult the monitor or the table. They have given the 3. 26-11. Yeah, the referee's just looking at the table, just asking, I think. Have we got a monitor, I think? No, they've given the 3. 26-11. Japan lead at the end of 10 minutes. They've hit 2 threes. China have hit 1 3. China leading the rebounds, assists dead even. Not too many fouls being called. Well, 3 steals to none in favour of Japan, and I think all 3 of them ended up with a fast break. I remember Japan were trailing 4-8. Now in these highlights, please, Mr. Producer, put that one fast break in there. That was absolutely divine. Well, Hang, I think she got the 5th point for Japan. Takashiki there. Got 1 foul early on. And there's a block from Takashiki. This wasn't the fast break. That's Motokawa going inside. Great change of hands on the dribble. Here's that fast break, surely. Well, or perhaps this is it. There's the 3 from Mengren Sun. A rare highlight in that first quarter for China. Well, we're not going to catch that highlight, but I'm sure it'll be up on the FIBA website.
No basket.
So there was a held ball in that first quarter, so as Japan won the tap, they'll have possession as well because of that held ball. Japan. Do you know what? They have cancelled that 3. They've taken that 3 off Japan. It's 23-11. There was a lot of discussion at the table, and they're saying that 3 was after the buzzer. Well, late decision, let's call that. I'm wondering whether they consulted the monitor on that one. Makida to Takashiki. Takashiki inside on the fade. Well, that's her shot. Nice little spin dribble. Turns around and hits her 8th point, and now it is 25-11. Chen Xiaojia at the point, shouting. That's an offensive foul, I think, against Wu Ten, or Lu Wen rather. Trying to barrel her way through the traffic, the stationary traffic, let's say. Makida. Motokawa. Back to Makida. Mamiya having a lot of trouble getting open in there. Motokawa, shot clock on 3. It's got to go up. Makida, it does go up. And the rebound by Chen Xiaojia. Here is Chen Xiaojia. To Shouting. Inside, nice pass. And the 2 is for the number 10, Lu Wen. Good passing there from China. They took an advantage of a Japanese player landing on a backside. Here's Motokawa to Takashiki. Takashiki on the turnaround. That is wonderful. That really is class from the Seattle Storm player. Mengren Sun. Well, good defense from Yuka Mamiya. Nearly landed with the ball. And look at the battle in there in that paint. Lu Wen. Shouting inside, but no points. And Takashiki the rebound. And the foul is Lu Wen. Stop the break. 27 plays 13 with 8 to go in the first half. Makida doing a good job giving Asami Yoshida A little rest on the bench. Here is Makida. Yamamoto back to Makida. There's so many mismatches out there, but in China's favour. Oh, going to the hoop. Well, good defense from Menga and Sun, I think it was. Xiao Ting. Oh, almost tossed to herself. Menga and Sun. Hong Ping Wang inside. Xiao Ting again. Getting stripped. Here go Japan on the break again. Yamamoto! 4-2. The break is absolutely killing China at the moment. If you blink, then Japan have beaten you on the break. Menga and Sun going inside. The lane opened up. The foul is Mamiya. It's a shooting foul as well. Well recognised there by Menga and Sun, because Yuka Mamiya was concentrating on another player. Wu Di in for China. Menga and Sun on the foul line. Menga and Sun on 3 points so far. She's the second leading scorer for China behind Xiao Ting, who's on 4. Well, she hits the second, but China only going 1 from 2 from the line on 3 occasions so far. Yoshida back in for Japan. Motokawa back to Yoshida. Yamamoto. Osaka 0-1 for the first time tonight, number 15. Yamamoto on the turnaround, that's a hope shot. And the rebound grabbed by Hong Ping Wang. A rare instance there of a poor shot selection from Japan. Can China get themselves back in the game? Not if they shoot like that. And Yoshida was hungrier. Osaka inside for the left-handed shot. Another terrific fast break and another timeout for China. 31 plays 14. China are getting overrun on the break. Every time there's a little hand, a little steal, a little fumble by China, Japan kill them on the break. Well, Xiao Ting, their leading scorer on 4 points. Leading scorer in the game, almost inevitably, is Remo Takashiki, the class player from the WNBA. Seattle Storm 10 points. Not far behind though. Yamamoto surely, yeah, 8 points. The number 9 for Japan, all of them on the break. Motokawa, early 7 points, hasn't scored for a while. But 3 Japan players outscoring all Chinese players. But coach Tomohide Utsumi knows very well that there's a long time to go. Japan have come back from the dead a couple of times, not from the dead, but from well behind in this tournament so far. China haven't had to, but they need to now. 31 plays 14 in favour of Japan, and it's China in possession with 6:20 to go in the first half. Slight indecision by China. Menga and Sun, another 3-point attempt, and another. That's her second 3-pointer. And she is now China's leading scorer on 7 points. That's some asset when your 6'5" players shoot threes. Yamamoto to Yoshida. Yoshida looks to the 3 now. That's a poor pass. The first poor pass she's let go. She didn't read the denial defense from China then. So it's only 14 points the margin now. Menga and Sun again. Another 3-point attempt. Not this time, and the rebound, Takashiki. Yamamoto. China in a switching man-to-man. Motokawa. there's a push there from Osaka O. Yep. I wondered how she'd got so much time in there. Little push. There it is. And Megan Sun goes flying into the photographers. Well, Takashiki comes out, as indeed does Osaka O. And coming in for Japan is Maki Takada. She had a great semi-final yesterday, coming off the bench for Japan. Very impressed with her work rate. Did all the little dirty things well, like grabbing rebounds, setting picks, grabbing loose balls, shooting foul shots as well. Hongpin Hoang. Oh, get out of here. Here go Japan again on the break. Watakawa for two. Another fast break. Well, the statistics at halftime that show how many points scored on the break. It's going to be embarrassing for China. Yang Lei Wei at the point now for China. Almost another steal. Here's Wei Wei in the corner for three. Yang Lei Wei. And again, Japan on the break, and they miss it, but they get the rebound. Well, even when they miss on the fast break, there's someone there, Mamiya, to put it back again. The trap on the halfway line. Surely that's a 5-second call. It had to be. Well, number 6 for China is Wu Di getting tied up on the halfway line. And she's going to stay in there. And Shen Xiaojia comes back in for China. As indeed is shouting, she's replacing Wu Di, who just got tied up on that halfway line. Oh, Coach Ma having a right go at Wu Di. Picked a dribble up. Yoshida to Motokawa. Mamiya in the post, shoots an air ball, good hands from Zhu Hang Fan. Here is Zhu Hang Fan, here's Chen Xiaojia. And the rebound is grabbed by Yamamoto and into the safe hands of Yoshida, Asami Yoshida. It's a 2 from the corner for Maki Takada. The lead 17 now. The reigning champions lead by 17 against the bronze medal winners from 2 years ago. Another steal, and it's Motokawa, but with the right hand. Wonderful move from the lefty. Shoots with the right. It's a 19-point lead. A stunned crowd here at Wuhan. They can't believe quite what they're seeing. Shen Xiaojia. Yao Song, another steal. A good hustle. It's Yamamoto again. What a hustle from Motokawa. The pass down the floor. Takashiki can't get a shot away because she's on the bench. It's Mamiya. And we have a foul, and that is only the third foul against China with 2:30 to go in the first half. Yeah, holding foul there. Good roll by Mamiya. And the foul against Chen Xiaojia. End-line ball, Japan. To be inbounded by Yoshida. The magical guard of Japan, Asami Yoshida. Here's Motokawa, back to Yoshida. Yamamoto, 5 on the shot clock. Yamamoto inside, nothing off the glass, and a big rebound there for Sijing Huang. Indecision there from Xiaoting. Ticking down to 2 minutes. The block again, this time it is Maki Takada. Japan is saying, not here, not in this house, even if it is your house, get out of here. With the left hand as well, from the right-handed Maki Takada, she comes out. And Takashiki back in for Japan. That's good defense, the tie-up, and the steal again is Yoshida again. Don't tell we're going to score on the break again. You bet they are, because Toshida has the rebound. Well, even when they miss on the break, they get the rebound and score. 21 points the lead for Japan, and still 100 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Xiaoting. On the turnaround, step through, no foul. That is Japan possession. No referees looking at each other. Little committee meeting, and it's a 2-1 vote in favour of China. Lu Wen comes out to be replaced by Feng Sheng. Coach Ma wheeling and dealing, trying to get some kind of combination in there that works. Endline ball China, 9 on the shot clock. Yang Leiwei. I think there's one starting 5 player out there. There's the shot clock buzzer, which beats China. Everything has gone wrong for China. Well, the reason for that is because they're playing against Japan, who are absolutely dominating this game. Still a long time to go though, remember, it's not even half time yet. Here's Yamamoto to Yoshida. The 3 goes up from Motokawa, misses, and Yamamoto can't get the rebound because it was rebounded by Zhao Song. Yang Leiwei. Huang inside on the baseline, and no score again. Xiaoting gets the rebound. She goes inside again. The 3 goes up and out, and Xiaoting gets the rebound. 40 seconds remaining, second quarter. Yao Song inside on the turnaround, hits 2, and she scores for the first time tonight to reduce the series to 19. There's a 6-second differential between game and shot clock. Asami Yoshida has looked up at the clock, and she is going to make sure China don't get too long to get a shot away, I'm sure. Looking for, oh, Takashiki's been mugged in there. Motokawa for 3 on the buzzer of the shot clock. 44 plays 22. There are 2 seconds remaining. The long shot goes up and misses. And what an inspirational first half from Japan. They are leading 44-22 in the 2015 FIBA Women's Championship, FIBA Asia Women's Championship. An unbelievable performance from Japan, leading by 22. I would only imagine that Coach Ma, Tom Ma of China, is in shell shock. As China go off to the locker room, they look at the stats and they're thinking, what hit us? Well, Japan hit you, scoring 61% from 2-point range, most of those on the break. 18 rebounds, and China lead the boards. That's unbelievable, leading the rebounds and trailing by 22. There's one of the reasons why they're losing by 22. 11 turnovers against China, 7 steals against Japan. I would say all of them have led to a fast break. Motokawa, leading scorer for Japan, on 14 points. And I've no doubt Takashiki not far behind. Takashiki's on 12. There she is, and Yamamoto on 8. All of those on the break. Megran Sun, 2 3-pointers and 1 foul shot for the leading scorer for China, Megran Sun. And the rebounders, Mamiya is leading rebounder for Japan. Megran Sun leading rebounder for China. Well, the caption will come up during this situation of replays. The turnaround shot there from Takashiki was one of her 12 points. And I can tell you that we're going to take a quick break here, but get back to us in 8 minutes time with the score. Would you believe? Japan 44, China 22. An astounding first half from Japan. We have a stunned crowd here in Wuhan. About 5,000 fans of Chinese women's basketball can't believe what they've just seen, because what they have just seen is a scintillating display of fast break basketball from Japan. This is the final of the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championships, and Japan have scored 44 points and they've restricted China to 22. My statistics say that Japan have scored 10 points on the fast break. Well, I suspect that the Statsman may have missed a couple of fast breaks, because I reckon it was nearer 20. Just seeing the period scores and the assists and everything else, turnovers, 11 turnovers by Japan, and that has been as a result of tenacious Japanese defense. I repeat the score: Japan 44, China 22. This the final. Remember, the winners are guaranteed a place in the 2016 Olympic Games tournament in Rio. The runners-up, they will have to go to an Olympic qualifying tournament, and they will accompany Korea there, who earlier on won the bronze medal in the third and fourth playoff game against Chinese Taipei. But now China trying to get back into this game, trailing by 22. And that's an offensive foul against number 5 of China. That's Chen Xiaojia. Let's have a look and see what she did. Well, she's wrestling in there. Yeah, wrestling against Takashiki. And I tell you what, Takashiki is always going to come out on top on that one. Here is Takashiki. Yamamoto back to Yoshida. And she's fouled, and that's the second foul in quick succession by Chen Xiaojia. And she is now on 3 fouls, and that is really going to hurt China. If they're going to come back, they need a good guard on. And they've got a good guard on, 3 fouls on the bench now, mind you. Another good guard coming in, Yang Lei-Wei. She's done a sterling job as the replacement for Chen Xiaojia. She'll have to do an even better job now. Asami Yoshida goes inside, she's fouled, and fouled by the lady who's just come on as a sub, Yang Lei-Wei. Oh, that is how to protect the ball, that is how to draw a foul. A sheer class, Asami Yoshida. Only 2 points so far, her name, and it stays on 2. What a bubbly little character she is. 27 years of age, 5'5". She got 10 rebounds in the group game, the group stage game against China, which Japan won by 1. 10 rebounds at 5'5". She also got 10 assists in the semi-final against Chinese Taipei. Oh, the hands. Who did he come off last? He came off Mamiya, Yuka Mamiya. Or was it indeed Yamamoto? Chinatsu Yamamoto. Well, a lot of traffic in there, and China, a couple of desperation passes there. Mengren Sun to Wei-Wei, Lei-Wei misses the 2, and it goes in, it drops in. That'll raise the crowd somewhat. The China need a lot more of those. Yamamoto. Mamiya in the corner for no points. The rebound, Mengren Sun. The crowd hoping this is the beginning of a comeback by China. If it's going to be a comeback, it's going to have to be an almighty one. Mengren Sun. And Sun picks up the loose ball. We won't give her a rebound on that. Here's Yang Lei-Wei. Mengren Sun inside. Wei-Wei. Another 3-point attempt, not this time. And the rebound. And it's Takashiki, can't hang on to it. Looking at the referee disdainfully. Well, there was no push there. Rather dramatic by Takashiki. Got to be careful not to pick up a technical foul for flopping there. And the hands of Yoshida again. And then she waits for any trailing player, and it's Takashiki who arrives. Yamamoto for 3. Yamamoto. She's now on 11 points, and the lead is staggering 24. Indecision from China. Mengren Sun in the paint. Finds Hongpin Huang, who gets blocked. And here go Japan again on the break. It is Morikawa for no points, but the rebound again. Well, Japan, if they get a layup, they never assume it's going to go in. They always rebound it. Shot clock on 8 for Yoshida. Into Takashiki, who goes inside and misses, gets a rebound. And Yoshida, they have a new 14. What a rebound by Yoshida there. Pulls up for the jumper and hits it. Yoshida now, and Tom Ma, he's had enough. He really has. Very frustrating evening for Tom Ma, coach of China, whose team trailed 24-50. Timeout, China. Seven minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the third period. Tom Ma, coach to China, just called timeout. His team trail by 26. Mengren Sun, 7 points, all of them in the first half, 6 of them from behind the arc. He's also got 7 rebounds. Remember the group game, which was won by Japan by 1. That could have gone either way. But this one, well, I can think of few words to describe the admiration which I feel at the moment for Japanese women's basketball. It is absolutely scintillating to watch this team play at both ends of the floor. 4 is Yang Lei Wei under pressure from Asami Yoshida. Mengren Sun. Surely she should be looking at the hoop. She's a hell of a three-point shooter. She goes inside and can't go anywhere. That's a travel called. Again, testament to the defense of Japan. Mengren Sun turns the ball over. China looked so good last night against Korea. They'll have nightmares tonight, though, I think, especially as Yamamoto takes the ball to the hoop and skins her opponent. Lei Wei, nice pass, good hands, Yamamoto. And into the safe hands of Yoshida. Down the floor quickly for Takashika, for Mamiya rather. Back to Yoshida. Now it's Takashiki. Takashiki on the fadeaway. 2 points, it's almost guaranteed. 30 points the margin, astounding. Yang Lei Wei. You got to look at the hoop, shouting. And the rebound, Takashiki. Yoshida. Look at the pass from Yoshida and the toe! That would have been, well, one of the highlights of the game. What a pass from Yoshida. Xiaotin almost fumbles it and then takes it to the hole. The trailing player is Wei Wei. Good defense, Mamiya. She ties her up but fouls her. And first foul by Japan in this second half compared to 3 by China, yep. Mamiya, is she coming out? No, it's Yoshida coming out. What a game by Yoshida so far. 5 points. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. And another timeout by Tom Ma. China are trailing by 30. And still 5:41 to go. 5:41 in which Japan can inflict yet more damage on China. Unless Tom Ma can produce a few conjuring tricks. Tom Ma pointing at Xiaosong there, number 12, only 2 points and 1 rebound so far, and normally a very productive player indeed. But Motokawa 16, Takashiki 14, Yamamoto 11. Look at the scoring from Japan. They are leading 54-24. And of course, Japan are without possibly their star, or best player of recent years anyway, Yuko Oga. For the first time in many years, Oga is missing a tournament. Well, if she comes back, just imagine what they're going to be like. Sending a message to 11 teams in the Rio Olympics next year that Japan mean business, mind you. It's not over yet. It's only a 30-point lead. Here's Yang Leiwei shouting. The three-pointer right on cue. That is Xiaosong. Normally a very productive player indeed for China. Is it the beginning of the comeback? Well, Takashiki inside, another assist from Yoshida. Yoshida's 6th assist and Takashi's 16th point. You've got to do it both ends, China. Xiaosong. No way through that tough Japanese defense. The three-pointer is up and in. Another three for China. This time it's Xijing Wang. They're not dead yet, China. They need resuscitation, but they're not dead yet. Makida inside, into the corner for no points. And the rebound by Xijing Wang. Here go China. For no points, and it's knocked out of bounds. Japan ball. Well, there's one of the major differences. Japan score on the break, China don't. Half-time statistic read Japan 10 points from fast break, China 0. 4.5 to go in the third. Yoshida's having a break. She's been replaced by Makida. Here's Yamamoto. She's not had a break yet. Makida again. Yamamoto for no points. And Mamiya can't get her hands on the rebound. Good boxing out there from Shouting. Are we about to witness one of the comebacks of international basketball? Well, there's 2 points there from Xiaosong. A little bit of life being breathed into China. And timeout Japan. Yeah, Coach Tomohide Utsumi taking nothing for granted here. It is 56-32, the lead 24. It was 30 for Japan. Crowd have woken up here. I think China have scored the last 6 points. Takashiki 16 points and 6 rebounds. Motokawa 16 points and 1 rebound. Yamamoto 11 points and 3 rebounds. And for China, it is Meghan Sun on 7 and now Xiaosong on 7 as well. Does Coach Tom Ma believe? Well, silly question because he always does. He's a fighter. Tom Ma so close to winning a couple of games to Great Britain. I remember Great Britain lost in overtime to France when Tom Ma was coaching. And Celine Demergue buried a 3 to take it to overtime and then buried a 3 to win it in overtime to break British hearts. Here's Yoshida back in for Japan. Yoshida in just to steady some nerves. Here's Yoshida for no points. And the rebound is Xiaosong. And China on the break now. Shouting, little misunderstanding, but she got it back. And again, so well read there by Yoshida. And she finds Motokawa, who stays inbounds. Back to Motokawa, back to Yoshida. Mamiya into the corner for Takashiki. Takashiki backing a man in. Can't find anyone there. The steal there is by Sijing Huang. And remember, Japan has just had a timeout with 3 to go. Just over 3, in fact, in the third period. Sijing Huang inside for no points. Shouting the rebound. Well, it ain't done yet. Shouting gets her 6th point. Now it's only 22. Is this going to be one of the most remarkable turnarounds in women's basketball, international women's basketball? Motokawa goes inside for 2. The ever reliable Motokawa, 18 points, becomes the game's leading scorer in her own right. That is Sanai Motokawa, with that ever deceptive left hand for number 14 for Japan. Wei. Xiao Song has hit 1-3 already, and then shoots an air ball. Well, that's a good attempt at a rescue. Yeah, and Xiao Song claiming there was a fingertip on there. A little optimistic, I suspect. Yoshida finds Motokawa. The left-handed jumper, that's going to miss by a long way. Well, what a chase down by Takashiki. She wouldn't let it go. Motokawa again. 3 this time. Well, you've got to give it to Japan. They are the hungrier team by a long, long way tonight. The lead is back to 25. Make that 27. My maths has always been terrible. Yao Song to Ji Zhenjian for no points, and no rebounders there for China. Here's Motokawa again. Motokawa back to Yoshida into the corner for Yamamoto for 3. Well, the lead back to 30 again. So all that hard work by China has been for absolutely nothing. Xiao Ting barreling away in. Well, that's a turnover. No, it's not. It's a foul. It's a foul. Tokashika. I suspect that's only a second foul, though. It is indeed. And only the second against the team. With still 1:16 to go in the third. Yao Song comes out on 7 points. In for China is Feng Sheng. Oh, it's still Yamamoto. This is going to be a 32-point margin. 66 plays 34. Umpteen steals now by Japan. Umpteen layups on the break as well. That's a 10-0 run in response for an 8-0 run by China. The 10-0 run is not ended. Here's Yamamoto again, back to Yoshida. Takashiki. Well, there was a trading player there, not needed. Here's Yoshida. 32 seconds remaining in the third, and Yoshida slows things down. Yoshida goes inside, off the glass. She's fouled. She'll go at the foul line. Yoshida just oozes class. 27 years of age, and I repeat for about the 4th time, 5'5". She missed the first a couple of minutes ago. Not this time, though. Yoshida moves on to 6 points to go with 6 assists and 3 rebounds. You're looking at an all-star. She was an all-star 2 years ago. It's not easy to predict. She'll be the all-star in the all-star team this year as well. 34 points the lead for Japan with 20 seconds remaining in the third. Going to be celebrations tonight in Japan, in Tokyo, if this continues, and tears in Beijing. Chen Xiaojia pulls up and misses the jumper, and here go Japan. Well, they can't quite finish off with the fast break there, but never mind, they are leading 68-34 after 3 periods. And some clenched fist salutes and high fives in the Japanese huddle. And some glum expressions, and as one would expect, in the China huddle. Their confirmation, 68 plays 34. This is the final of the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championships, and some of the fans already wending their way out of the Wuhan arena. Japan are shooting over 58 at 58% from 2-point range compared to only 25% from 2-point range for China. The rebounds, well, amazingly China winning the rebounds, and amazingly as well assists dead even, 8 each. And look at those turnovers, and look at those steals, and look at those blocks. 3 statistics there, 3 categories, and Japan supreme in all 3. Long 2 there for Yang Leiwei. This is going to be an awesome assist, I suspect. No, it's not. It's a 2. A rare 2 there for Yoshida. It's not a rare 2 for Yamamoto, for Motokawa, though. 21 points to the left-handed number 14 for Japan, Sanae Motokawa. There, a rare 3 for China. Jia Song came on for China, injected a little bit of urgency. No Chinese player yet in double figures, and 3 in big double figures for Japan. Those 3, Motokawa, Tokashiki and Yamamoto. And Yoshida on 7 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. She could make a double-double of scores and assists to go with her 10 rebounds in the group game between these 2 teams and a 10 assists in the semi-final. So here we go, start of the 4th with Japan leading by 34 points. Motokawa to Yamamoto, Yoshida. Tokashiki pulls up for the jumper. A rare miss from her. Normally dynamite from about 15 feet, Tokashiki. She was about 19 feet then. They're shouting on the turnaround. Pull up the jumper. And the rebound is by Mamiya. And that is Japan possession. Almost a good tie up there from China. Gives me a chance to mention the 3 referees here. Chanel Benteke, Sok-Hoon Lim and Alexei Stepanenko. It's great when you don't notice the referees in any game, let alone a final. Yoshida. Little shake and a bake. And a rare turnover there. And it is Shen Xiaojia on the layup. And it drops in. 68 plays 38. Yoshida will be annoyed at that turnover. And she nearly gave the ball away again, as Chen Xiaojia is convinced there was a deflection. The referee's not convinced though. Yamamoto to inbound for Japan. Yoshida to Motokawa, back to Yoshida, defended by Chen Xiaojia. Tokashiki inside the arc this time, and again misses from that same distance. This is Lu Wen. Sun inside for the left-handed layup, which misses, and that is China possession. Tokashiki saying, someone's on my back, referee. I wouldn't complain if I were you, Ramu. Not when you're 30 points ahead. Rather dramatic there. This time she got a mouthful of the elbows of Megran Sun. The 3 is by Lu Wen. She moves on to 5 points. But still no Chinese player in double figure scoring wise. And Megran Sun is mugging Tokashiki in there. Yeah, that's what the coaches are saying. Look out for the off the ball foul, ref. Don't speak Japanese, but I suspect that's what he was saying. Yoshida pulls up for the long range 2. She now moves on to 9 points. Tokashi's got to be careful here not to pick up a flopping foul, flopping technical. Just let the Chinese get on with what they're trying to do to you. And there's a foul. It's a shooting foul. China on the foul line. And it is Chen Xiaojia for 2 shots. She's only on 2 points tonight. A foul there. Was it Yoshida or was it Tokashiki? It was indeed Yoshida, her first foul. And Chen Xiaojia hits the first. And the second. It's a mere 29 points now. I'm trying to avoid a hint of sarcasm in my voice there. Here's Yoshida. Yamamoto to Motokawa. Little weave at the top here for Japan, who are taking their time over this offense. The shot clock now single figures. Yoshida looks for the fake, and Motokawa in the corner for three. Almost inevitable. Motokawa, who's on to 24 points. Well, Japan were denied three on the buzzer of half-time. The referees consulted the monitor long and hard, and they waved the three eventually. But on this occasion, Motokawa did beat the shot clock. Chen Xiaojia in the corner for three. The problem for China is they can't afford just to trade scores. And look how quickly Japan get the ball down the floor. She has that ball on a ball of string almost. Yoshida. Coming off the pick. And off the glass, it is Tokashiki. No, yeah, it is Tokashiki. She moves on to 18 points. Megan Sun has been on 7 points for a long time now. Lovely pass in, and well, the foul is by Tokashiki on the arm. Now, careful not to headbutt the stanchion there, Ramu. I've seen a player do that in the past and hurt himself. You don't want to do that, young lady.
2 shots.
Great future ahead of her in the WNBA. Tokashiki, 24 years of age, 6'3", a supreme athlete. I think if you heard me earlier, I saw her in the warm-up. She was very, very close to dunking it, high on the rim. And this is Lu Wen. First is good. She's on 6 points now, and she becomes the fourth China player to hit 7 points. Good distribution, but nobody really scoring big as Yoshida goes inside and then backs out. And back inside again to find Mamiya. What a wonderful pass and a wonderful move from Yuka Mamiya. A quiet 6 points from Mamiya tonight. 6 points, 7 rebounds for the number 6 for Japan, my mistake. Hongpin Wang. Chen Xiaojia. Megan Sun, but no points this time. And the rebound is by Chen Xiaojia. And there's a foul on the play, and it is against Mamiya. Yuka Mamiya. For everyone looking up at the scoreboard and to see that Japan are leading by 31. Wholesale substitutions now for China. And Zhang Fan back in, number 8. Zhao Song, number 12, back in as well. Here's Zhao Song to Xiao Ting. Xiao Ting, oh, good hands. Who was that this time? I think it was Motokawa. Here's Yamamoto. Yoshida, the pass into Tokashiki, who is surrounded. Well, no, it's not Tokashiki inside, it's Mamiya. Tokashiki rescues it from going back court. Oh, that is the height of cheek, perhaps, from Yoshida. Casually lays the ball up for her 11th point. She needs 3 assists for a double-double of points and assists. No 3 there, and good rebound. And the rebounder was Yu Hang Fan. Shot clock on 2. And Yoshida, will we go to a rebound there? I think we may do. Yoshida. Oh, she doesn't get an assist for that because Tokashiki missed. Under 4.5 to go in the 4th. The Remember, the winners go to Rio. They don't need to go to a qualifying tournament. The losers do need to go to one, alongside Korea, who won the bronze earlier on. That's going to be out of bounds. Good box out from Takashiki. So both teams want to make substitutions now. Back in comes Sakao, the former Chinese player who is now naturalized Japanese, number 15 for Japan. Takashiki there, continuing her conversation with the referee, politely. Yamamoto to Motokawa, and Machida back in. So we're not going to get a double-double for Yoshida. She's out on the bench, but what a game she's had. It's Takashiki on the turnaround. Sakao rescues it. Well, everyone had given that up except for Sakao. Yang Lei Wei. There's a foul there. I think it's Takashiki. All of the Japanese players begging for a travel to be called. It's either Takashiki or Yamamoto. It should be Takashiki. She moves sideways. Not quite clear who that's gonna get. It's Yamamoto. 3.5 to go in the fourth, in the final. And on the foul line for China, it's Feng Sheng. Feng Sheng, who hits the first. I wouldn't say deathly silence here in Wuhan. The crowd went quiet before half-time, with Japan leading 44-22 at half-time. And they've increased the lead that they enjoyed at the interval. 11 on for Japan is Mio Shinozaki. And here's Makida, Ria Makida. Sakao, Shinozaki. But earlier in the tournament, Japanese coach Itsumi has been able to put his bench on, or has put his bench on early in the first half. But he's maintained the pressure with his starting 5 and possibly 1 or 2 subs in for most of the game. And he's just, let's say, he's had his throat on the China's throat, his foot on China's throat, and he's not let go. Coming in for China is Wu Di, back in, and out is Zhao Song. 3:05 to go, and a 31-point lead for Japan. Sakao in the post, looking for options and losing the ball. You got to protect the ball. Sakao. Yang. Well, China again taking their time because of the Japanese defense. They're having to good step through. A nice 2 points there for Wu Di, 21 years of age. So Coach Ma and some of his younger players time down the stretch. Well, the 4 there for one of the Japanese. Well, she's not young at all. She's 37. Ai Matani, the Japanese veteran, oldest player in the tournament, buries a 3. And she's fighting for the rebound as well. 2 minutes and a couple of seconds to go. Off the glass perhaps, no. Sakao fights for the rebound, and here goes Japan again on the break. Another 3, saluting as well. This time it is Mika Kurihara. I think there's only 3 players from Japan who've not scored, and 3 of the players who have scored. Now it's 4 players in double figures, big double figures at that. 35 points the margin. The rebound drops into the hands of a Chinese guard. Yang Lei Wei taking her time and missing, and The rebound is by Japan's 11, Mio Shinozaki. And here is Shinozaki finding Mitani in the corner. Japan are toying with their opponents now. And the rebound drops into the hands of Feng Sheng. 70 seconds remaining in this final, the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championship final. Another rebound for Japan. On this occasion it was Mika Kurihara. Here's Ria Makida. This has been a formidable all-round performance by Japan. They have totally taken China apart. Last minute, well into the last minute, 40 seconds. Lei Wei. And the rebound by Osaka O. So a differential of 6 seconds between game and shot clock. That matters not one jot now because Japan are going to go to Rio. They're leading by 35. They did all the damage coming from behind at 4-8. And then, well, a huge run of scoring took them into the lead, and they've never relinquished it. There's the shot clock buzzer, and will China get the last shot of the game? I don't think they will, because the game clock reads 0-0. As soon as the player on court touches it, Japan will know, as if they didn't know a long time ago. And 5 for Japan coming in. Yuki Mizawa for probably 0.2 of a second. That's it. 85-50. Japan win. They win the gold medal here at the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championships. They have routed China by 35 points. Joyous scenes here as Japan celebrate. It's Japan who go to Rio, and China, they will have to join Korea in the Olympic qualifying tournament. The coaches shake hands. Tom Ma knows that on the night his team were well beaten. Celebrations in Japan, and there the final score. Well, we've had some big margins this week in Wuhan, particularly at the group stage. I didn't think we'd have a big margin in the final, but Japan, well, they knew otherwise. So there are the stats: 54% from two-point range compared to 23% for China, and overwhelmed them in the three-point shooting as well. Disappointment for China, but amazingly, China won the rebounds. Japan just had the edge in assists. 7 of those assists, 7 of those 11 go to Yoshida, Asami Yoshida. And look at those turnovers. Japan forced China into 18 turnovers, and Japan stole the ball 12 times. Motokawa, Sine Motokawa, leading scorer in the game, 24 points. Not far behind, Ramo Takashiki on 18, and Shinatsu Yamamoto on 16, and Asami Yoshida on 11. They're the rebounders. Takashiki, leading rebounder for Japan, on 7. Mamiya also on 7. And Megan Sun on 8 rebounders. She was the best rebounder in the game, but her team lost by a massive 50 points to 85. Well, we're getting ready for the presentation ceremony now. And Japan, they know that they've got to make plans to go to Brazil. It is Japan who are going to Rio. Watching highlights of the 4th period. And this young lady, Asami Yoshida, she just simply has to be in the All-Star 5. Now, it's going to be a very difficult choice. Not between Yoshida, with my estimations are Yoshida and Chen Xiaojia, the number 5 for China. But then again, how's about Motokawa, Sanae Motokawa, had a great tournament. So too has Shinatsu Yamamoto, and of course Ramu Takashiki. Tough job for whoever's choosing the All-Star 5. The announcements will be made pretty soon. The awarding ceremony of the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championships. We're nearly there. And I think we're going to see the medals first. But what a final. What a display. I'm running out of superlatives actually to describe that. I was talking about brilliance, I was talking about magical, and I can think of another word to describe Japan, particularly on the fast break. Just awesome, absolutely awesome. 85-50, Japan have beaten China. Well, it's good to see a lot of the crowd here in Wuhan staying behind to see Japan receive the gold medals. And of course they want to see China, they'll get the silvers, and Korea will get the bronze. Japan beat China by 1 point at the group stage, but in the final, the game that mattered for the gold medal and for the trip to Rio, they annihilated China, 85-50. Just to give you another rundown on the scoring, no China player hit double figures, 4 of them. Chen Xiaojia, Lu Wen, Zhao Song and Megan Sun hit 7 points. But leading scorer in the game, Japan's Motokawa, 24 points, not far behind. Takashiki 18, Yamamoto 16 and Yoshida 11. So Japan, they're celebrating, there they are. On the left, celebrating their gold medal. Well, very soon they'll be on the rostrum where it says champions. Repeat champions, of course. They beat Korea 2 years ago by 20 plus points, and they've beaten China tonight by 30 plus points, 35 in fact.
观众朋友们、球迷朋友们，稍后将会进行的是2015国际男联女篮亚锦赛的颁奖仪式，请您稍作等候。
Ladies and gentlemen, the awarding ceremony of 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championship will begin shortly.
Well, you heard it there, the courtside announcer saying it won't be long now. Of course, there is an All-Star 5 to be announced, and also a Most Valuable Player. I just wonder, will it be a repeat for Ramo Takashiki? She got the top scorer and MVP in 2013, the Seattle Storm player. But surely you cannot ignore the contribution of Asami Yoshida, Sanae Motokawa, Chinatsu Yamamoto, for that matter, Megan Sun in the tournament, although she only scored 7 points tonight. Good player and excellent tournament for her. Also Chen Xiaojia of China. Xiao Ting, quiet tournament, quiet game tonight, but a good tournament for her, the number 7 for China. Lu Wen, number 10 for China. The list goes on. Personally speaking, I am a fan of Yang Ji-hee, the number 9 for Korea, and indeed Kim Dam-bi, number 6 for Korea. Joy Burke, of course, the number 17 for Chinese Taipei. All of those names must have gone through the minds of the judges for the All-Star 5. But what a performance from Japan. From trailing by 4 points at 4-8, they had a slow start, and then suddenly someone turned on the gas, and wow! Fast break after fast break after fast break left China stunned. One of the best performances of fast break play I've seen in many a year. Even when they missed on a fast break, and they didn't miss too often, someone was there for the rebound. So Japan will go to Rio, and China and Korea will go to an Olympic qualifying tournament, the venue yet to be decided, I think early 2016. Well, while we're waiting, I'll just remind our viewers that there was a promotion and relegation situation in Wuhan this week. 2 levels of basketball, and India and Thailand were relegated because they were beaten in the playoffs from level 2 teams by the Democratic Republic of Korea and the Philippines. The Philippines won level 1, and India and Thailand are demoted, and the Philippines and the Democratic Republic of Korea are promoted. Well, I can tell our viewers that the All-Star 5 has been decided, but I'll wait for confirmation when the awards are presented. We're almost there. Fans being very patiently waiting to see the presentations here in Wuhan. Well, it was great to see about 5,000 fans here in Wuhan for the final. The best crowd of the week by a long way. No, not by a long way actually, because I think there were about 4,000 here for the group stage game between China and Japan, which Japan won by 1. But sadly for the Wuhan fans, they didn't get what they came for. They certainly didn't come for a rout by Japan, 85-50. Well, I'm not sure. I think, yeah, the All-Star 5 is down right-hand corner of your screen. There.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awarding ceremony of the 2015
And here we go with the presentation ceremony.
首先颁发由国际篮球联合会评选出的2015国际篮联女篮亚锦赛天梭最佳阵容及最有价值球员奖。
Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting the TSOT Individual Awards of the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championship, selected by FIBA.
And each of the All-Star players will be presented with a Tissot watch that they will treasure for the rest of their lives.
最佳组织后卫，日本队12号吉田亚沙美 ，Yoshida Azami。
And the best guard,
最佳得分后卫
Asami Yoshida. What a performance she put in for the whole tournament. There she is. I repeat, 10 rebounds in the group stage game against China. 10 assists in the semi-final. She had a terrific final. She ran the show, Asami Yoshida. And at small forward is Mengren Sun is in the All-Star 5. And Ramu Tokashiki is the best center. Best forward is shouting, and the best off guard is Kim Dambi from Korea. So what an all-star 5 that is.
Now please welcome Mr. Hakov, FIBA Regional Director of Asia, to present the All-Star 5 Award.
And presenting the All-Star 5 with their awards, we have the FIBA Regional Director, Mr. Hagob Karijian. Megran Sun there. Ramu Tokashiki of the WNBA and Japan. So 2 Chinese players, 2 from Japan and 1 Kim Dambi from Korea.
2015国际篮联女篮亚锦赛最有价值球员是日本队10号杜嘉夫莱梦 Tokashiki Love.
And the most valuable player, she repeats. She won it 2 years ago. And it is Ramu Tokashiki, again the most valuable player. Well, 2 years ago it was against Korea, and this year Tokashiki wins it against China in an outstanding performance in a team, Japan, that ran riot over the host nation China.
有请2015国际篮联女篮亚锦赛前3名获奖队入场。
So as the All-Star 5 leave the stage, we congratulate them all. And now the teams will be presented with them individual medals. So China on the left, silver medalist. Japan, top of the rostrum, the gold medalists. Rio-bound Japan, and on the right it is Korea, the bronze medalists. So China and Korea will play in the Olympic qualifying tournaments early next year. But Japan, they don't need to qualify, they have qualified already.
为铜牌获奖队颁发奖牌的是湖北省体育局副局长、2015国际篮联女篮亚锦赛组委会副主任张晋先生。
The bronze medals will be presented by Mr.
And the bronze medals go to Korea, and they will be presented by Mr. Zhang Jin, Deputy Director of Hubei Sports Bureau.
颁发鲜花的是武汉体育中心发展有限公司董事长、2015国际篮联女篮亚锦赛组委会副秘书长王奇华先生。
The flowers will be presented by Mr. Wang Qihua, President of the Wuhan Sports Center.
And they'll also receive some flowers. They will be presented by Mr. Wang Kuihua, Managing Director of this fabulous Wuhan Sports Center.
铜牌获奖队韩国队。
The third place bronze medalist of the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championship, Team Korea.
Korea, who beat Chinese Taipei by 7 points in the 3rd and 4th playoff. So bronze medalists this time. They got the silver 2 years ago in Bangkok, but now they have made the Olympic qualifying tournament. We wish them well there. cast our minds back to the first stage of the groups, the first day of the group stage, Korea only lost by 6 to Japan. And now the silver medals will be presented to China. And the medals awarded by Mr. Kwek Hwang Chiang, Treasurer of FIBA Asia. And the flowers, they'll be presented by Mr. Wang Shen-chun, Director of Wuhan City Sports Bureau.
The flowers will be presented by Mr. Wang Shen-chun, Director of Wuhan Municipal Sports Bureau, Deputy Director of Local Organizing Committee.
2015国际篮联女篮亚锦赛银牌获奖队
The second place silver medalists of the 2015
So the silver medalists here, the runners-up in the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championships, China. They go to the Olympic qualifying tournament next year. First of all, we have Hongpin Huang. Xijing Huang, only 19 years of age. Mengren Sun, member of the All-Star team. Xiao Sung. Feng Sheng. Lu Wen. Ji Yanyan. Yu Hang Fan. Xiao Ting, Wu Di, Chen Xiaojia, and Yang Leiwei. Xiao Ting, of course, another member of the All-Star team. And now the gold medals, presented by Mr. Hu Di-chun, Director General Hubei Sports Bureau. And the flowers presented by Mr. Ji Tong-shun, Director of Public Relations at Kia.
The flowers will be presented by Mr. Ji Tongshun, the Minister of Dongfeng Yueda Kia Motors Corporation, Public Relationship Department.
2015国际篮联女篮亚锦赛冠军获得者日本队。
So here they come, the champions of the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championship. It's Japan. On the way to Rio. They beat China in the final 85-50. Asami Yoshida, a member of the All-Star 5. Osaka O there. They are indeed number one, Maki Takada. Yuka Mamiya. Shinatsu Yamamoto. Sane Matakawa. And the most valuable player, the repeat MVP, Ramu Tokashiki. What a fabulous lineup that is.
有请
Well, they've posted their intentions. Look out, Rio, because Japan are on the way.
为冠军获奖队颁发奖杯。
Now please welcome Mr. Haka, FIBA Regional Director of Asia, to present the champion card.
And now they will receive the championship trophy from Mr. Hagop Karijian, the FIBA Regional Director. I'm very proud. Yoshida can't wait to get her hands on it. Lovely photograph. It is Japan who are the 2015 champions, FIBA Asia Women. They celebrate. What a performance in that final. They went through the group stage unbeaten. They beat Chinese Taipei in the semi-final and they beat China in the final, 85-50. So Japan are the champions.
奏日本国歌。
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Japan.
Well, fittingly, we'll have the national anthem of the champion team, Japan.
女士们、先生们，让我们再次向获奖球员表示热烈的祝贺。
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all the medalists.
Yeah, congratulations to all the teams that took part in the 2015 FIBA Asia Women's Championships. 3 medalists, Korea got the bronze, China the silver. What a performance from Japan. I have to say, I was running out of superlatives to describe the performance of Japan in that, but what a team they are. They beat China 85-50 in the final, and just an awesome display of team basketball. But for now, from me, Roy Birch, hope you enjoyed the tournament. For me, now it's goodbye.